Strange one tonight. Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. Covering for Wayne. Wayne is otherwise engaged tonight. He's being interviewed on a Woodturning channel. So he'll be doing tomorrow night at 7:30. Looking after us this evening, or you guys in the chat while I'm doing some turning. Let's bring these guys in. Right Ranger Reprobates. We have Jake Thompson from Northside Customs. Not
Hello.
Saturday morning cartoons. Mr. JP Woodwork. How did I know that was coming? And Dale, Captain Marzipan. Have you got the Marzipan, Dale?
Yes, I have a question for you. Right? Can you
Yes.
get? I mean, if you got an orange schmock kind of thing, you could pretend to be the UK's first wood-turning Hare Krishna.
All right.
Or if you had a giant collar, Harry Hill.
Don't go there.
Hare Krishna Hill.
The kids have already done that. Hang on. Let's give you all a laugh. So if you open the smock up, I do actually look like Harry Hill. Gotta love kids. Right, what are we doing tonight? Let's put these guys back in the background. Hopefully Andy will get in. On the lathe this evening, we have a piece of oak. I run it through the band saw last night. It's not overly square. It come from a 6-inch bit, so we're gonna, as it's coming up to firework night and Guy Fawkes, we're gonna turn a barrel box. So we'll shape it like a barrel, bit of pyro, bit of ebonizing, and yeah, go from there. I shall let the boys look after you, and I'll start to get this round.
All right. Do you want to take the reins, Dale, or do you want me to do it?
I'll do it. Okay. Right. And the age for Tunlin, Barry Jetty, Doug Miller, Jared the French Turner, Jake the Thompson, James Crawford, Aaron Dolman, Lawrence Legida, Mike Hugh from Elminster, Robert Dolman, the Bluelight Tumbler, Tommy's Workshop, and Tony Smith. You've got 24 beautiful people watching you this evening, and 14 thumbs up.
Lovely, thank you very much.
Cool.
I am going to put some safety glasses on. I should have done it before I started.
Yes.
This is. We've got some cracks in it. I don't want to get one of them in the face.
Crack in the face.
What do you call a crack in the face?
Good night.
An expensive request. You have 19 beautiful thumbs up on this funky Wednesday evening.
Very, very cold evening. Well, isn't it?
Jamie, do you have a question for the chat?
Do I have a question for the chat? Right. If Scott was a firework, what do you think he would be called?
A dud. Sorry, it was there, man. It was there.
I like it.
The
I like it a lot.
Bluelight banger. That could also be a porn name, Scott. You know, the Bluelight banger.
Doug Miller said sparkler.
It could be called the Hare Krishna. You know, it dances round about, like letting off little bells kind of thing before vanishing. No?
I should have asked that. Should have asked that question when he was sanding. He could be like Nick, the Flaming Turner, like a Catherine wheel.
Catherine wheel? Yeah.
I don't enjoy sanding. Hence why I power sand. So that's a
I
10
don't
on that
think
end.
it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad.
Ooh. Sounds like we have a Mr. Hill joined us. We do.
Hey.
Oh,
Evening, Andy. Anything goes.
more evening, afternoon.
Hello, mate.
How are we?
Yeah, I'm alright. It's my bloody laptop.
Mind you, have got some cracks in that wood, Scott. We could call you Starbond.
Starbond.
Because Scott does has a promo code for that.
I do.
That's another. Are you having another bash at Brighton then with the old cracks?
Down in the comments, down in the description, you'll find a link to my Starbond affiliate. And if you enter BLT10 at checkout, you'll get 10% off.
Okay, weird.
Or you could use Jamie's link and get 30% off.
Or not.
Right, that's that intrude. Just going to make this one a little bit smaller.
John Nace says only 5 in a free race horses we are keeping. Robert Dolman says, hello Andy, nice work with the chainsaw.
Thank you.
Right, okay, so got a 10 on each end. Let's part a bit off to make the lid.
Peter Corrigan says, what's BLT? Bacon, lettuce and tomato.
Yeah,
No.
better than the Bluelight Turner. Because it's between centres, I'm going to cut the rest off with a saw. Just as it's safer.
You need a chainsaw.
I'm not allowed a chainsaw.
Actually, that's a really good thing.
However,
No.
I did get offered a really ancient table saw today.
Did it come with fries?
No.
Oh, okay. I'd leave it.
It's I didn't see it properly. I only saw it. It was buried in the corner of someone else's workshop.
Is it horse
What about
drawn?
potato chips? Did it
No,
come with
it's-
potato chips?
No, it's electric, but yeah, it's old. It's more of a piece to go down to the likes of a museum rather than be used in my workshop.
Steam powered be quite cool.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Being abused in Scott's workshop is an experience most people should try to avoid. Hashtag just saying.
Douglas Mungall says, hope the paramedic course is going good.
So I've not actually started the paramedic course. The course I was doing today is English. I was a bit of a reprobate at school, didn't really pay attention. So I've had to go back.
What are they going to get you to learn? Is it like, you know, I mean, where to put your apostrophes and commas, or
Yep.
is it more about
Yep.
you know, English literature and why
No,
and
commas,
why
spelling.
Sparta's in.
Something called
Okay.
adjunctives. That really confused me.
Adjunctives.
You really
Yeah.
are.
Adjunctives.
There's your
that-
first problem.
That started me off today.
So if anybody can't understand Scott, we have Jake in here to translate.
I'm telling you. Adjunctives. I'm thinking he said adjectives.
Yeah.
Or
No,
something like
he's
that. I
adjunctive.
don't know, mate. I was slightly distracted in class.
You know what an adjunct is, right?
No.
No, don't go there. You're not allowed to. There's laws now. Hashtag leave the other students alone.
Yeah.
But she was blonde.
How am I supposed to know what a JPEG is? I just want to take a picture of a hot dog.
It's just,
Right. So we're going to go rule of thirds. So that'll be the
Woodwork
point.
Learner says, is it a speak English course?
I have got to do a 5-minute speaking presentation on a subject of my choice.
good.
So I was thinking Haribo.
Oh, I think you should let the chat pick. I think you should let the chat do it. I think you should let the chat.
Yeah,
pick
that's
it,
a
'cause if it was
good
me
idea,
who's
Dad.
picking it for
That
you,
should be a question for the
you
chat.
pick you.
Oh, I've got one.
Yeah.
I've got the best one.
Go on then, Andy.
5 minutes.
The bold statement.
5 minutes on what you get up to in Brighton. Because
Yeah.
not only will you traumatise them, it'd just be funny.
I've got to do a PowerPoint presentation.
But the
Oh, you got to put pictures as
Lord, do you
well.
know how it
Oh,
works?
goodness me.
Douglas Mungham says Jaffa Cakes.
Ah, now there's one, Douglas. Didn't think of
Okay.
that.
That's interesting.
That'll do. Okay. Slow the
Or you
speed down a bit.
You could go down the sensible route and do how to make some toast or something like that. That'd really confuse them. I would like to confuse people. That would be funny.
Apparently, someone on the last course did a 5 minutes on crochet. I was like, oh, okay.
See where I was going? I wasn't necessarily thinking crochet, toast being something that's quite easy.
Biscuits. The most dunkable biscuit.
Mead making.
Why don't you
Everyone knows
why
what the
don't
most.
you do a talk on your other favorite hobby? The
Uh-oh.
fact that you are an avid collector of classic
Stamps.
Barbie
Mills
dolls.
and Boon books from 1912 to 1971. It's
I
not
thought
commonly
it
known
was.
that Scott likes bodice rippers. Not commonly known. He's
I've,
really in. Go on.
How about the his love for hippo bags?
No. Scott,
That's gonna be in your feed tomorrow.
Oh,
That's gonna be in your
God.
hippo. That's gonna be in your feed.
I'm going to go one better. I'm going to send him a link to hippo bags. For folks that don't know, that a hippo bag has a very aggressive advertising and discovery campaign running. So anytime you type hippo bag into anything or potentially say it in certain chat rooms, the algorithm that's monitoring it picks it up and starts recommending them to you. It becomes particularly clever when it's actually looking at the fact that who are your friends circle and starts recommending it to them too. And if you don't believe me,
I've just put a link in the chat.
tomorrow.
Try
Put a
it.
link in the chat.
Right. 80 dokes. Let's get this barrel looking.
34 beautiful people watching. Beautiful people watching.
I have to
Oh,
hit that
was
link.
funny.
There's a link in the chat for everybody.
27 people giving you thumbs up, folks. If you're new to the channel, it's your first time being here with Scott, please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Give that
And accept our
notification
full
bell a bit of a
apologies.
ring.
No.
Yeah, and at the top of that, when you hit that like button, you're not just saying you like Scott's content and you like what he's doing. You're also picking up all the other tags in there that Scott's put in, and it will make that YouTube algorithm consider recommending these to you too. So please hit that thumbs up. At the top of the chat, you'll find a link to Scott's Buy Him a Coffee, which is actually a coffee. It's not a wine, it's actually a coffee. I mean, Wayne's might be buying him a wine when you click Wayne's, but in this case, you're actually buying him a coffee. He's a coffee fiend. So buy the man a coffee. It's the link at the top of the chat.
I picked
Flavoured
up 3
coffees
Costa
as well.
beans today.
You've had how many beans today?
I picked up. So Costa have changed their app. You now don't get money towards a coffee. Every time you buy a coffee, you get a bean. So I picked up 3 today.
Okay. How do they like magic beans?
Or
Nah.
do you have to actually collect the amount of beans that you need to make a cup of coffee before you get a free coffee? So,
That's an
like,
interesting-
you'd need about 50 of them.
I think you need 8.
What, before you get a free coffee? You're kidding me. Thieves.
This is Costa.
Buy Hippo
Right.
bag.
Buy Hippo. This is Costa. Right, now let's make this barrel looking. So we've got the rough shaping.
That's what she said. Couldn't help it. Waited, cried.
Oh no, the pencil sharpener needs new batteries.
I'm sorry, you have a
Sorry, what?
battery-operated pencil sharpener. What?
I'm too
I'm
lazy.
glad we both picked up on that, Dale. That was like, oh, what?
Just madness.
Cool. So they're going to be what would be the
Is this a barrel?
It is a barrel, and this barrel,
You're going to have round your neck, no?
it's going to meet an untimely end. So watch out for a future video.
Oh, I thought you were going all St. Bernard on us.
That would have been
No,
cool.
so I've got a friend that
The Bluelight Bernard.
No,
I've got a friend that's got a black powder pistol. So we're going to blow this barrel to smithereens.
Oh. You're not putting
Yeah.
whiskey in it then?
No, it wouldn't be a gunpowder barrel then, would it?
No, a bit of whiskey barrel. Not that I'm suggesting you change, I'm just saying.
Good question.
Yep.
Just saying, I've got a question.
Go on. Here we go. We're going for that again, aren't we? I think if Guy Fawkes had put whiskey underneath the Houses of Parliament, they wouldn't have killed him.
Guy Fawkes would put whiskey underneath the Houses of Parliament.
He would have been a
probably
knight.
get drunk. Today's, isn't it? Remember.
It is Friday.
Can we have a big bonfire, Dale?
Of course we can.
Fun little fact, they still check underneath the Houses of Parliament before that special meeting that they have.
Mm-hmm.
I would too, as well. Paranoia. Do you know what I mean?
More likely to be a drone. More
It's
likely to
happened
be a drone
once.
strike.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Oh, that'd be horrendous. Could you imagine?
We'll get some of the
The birthplace
the
of all.
less useful timber. Stack it all around the tree stumps. Give it some accelerant and stand back.
Are we going to stick a guy on there?
I don't know. Who we thinking
Only if
about?
you make one, Andy.
Nah,
Was
I
it
don't know.
Friday?
Don't think so. I've never put a guy in a bonfire yet. Hell, we have
Girl?
bonfires every week.
Andy will be sat at the entrance.
I
to
can
your place
recommend a
waiting for
couple.
the guy.
Couple of guys.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It's Friday then, right? Must be Friday night.
It is Friday night.
Need to get some sparklers.
Bangers. Oh,
No.
man.
Oh, here comes the rain.
So I'm hopefully going to Lewis. Lewis bonfire in Sussex is quite. If you've never been, it's something to see. But if you don't like crowded places, it's not
not.
the place to go. And if you don't like bangers and fireworks, again, not the place to go. But it's definitely worth having a look at on the old YouTubes and see what madness happens down there. So we've got a big old crack in it, but as I said, it's going to Oh, who went? Andy.
I got kicked out.
What happened?
Dale's been kicked out as well by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think our internet dropped.
It happens.
So it has got some big old cracks in it. I'm not fussed about that. As I said, this is going to get blown up. So we'll give it a little bit of sandy.
Andy H. Fraternity says they certainly take it seriously at Lewes.
Oh yeah. They let's let Dale back in. There will no doubt be some effigies of things that's current in the news.
Yeah, you nail.
Guy Fawkes will obviously get blown up. The Pope gets blown up.
What? Why would you do that? That's just mean.
Something to do with popery and the clergy.
Well, okay, fair enough. I'm not dismissing the whole. Anyway,
it goes back hundreds of years.
Seems a bit harsh.
Yeah, what's he done?
I can think of other people that probably.
They dress up as the Pope down there. Andy, after the live, have a look at a clergy stand at Lewis Bonfire. They are loons.
Oh, no, we're on there.
They are looners. So they build a clergy stand, put flaming crosses all around it.
What?
And then 3 people stand on it as they blow it up with different fireworks and bangers and. Yeah.
I think the Vikings had it right. Human sacrifice. Just
But it is keeping. Remembering.
Remember the 5th of November, because they're not allowed to teach it in school.
No.
In the UK, which is ridiculous.
Remember the day after the 4th.
That's the 5th.
Oh yeah, looking at it now, Scott. Lewes commercial square clergy stand under medium attack.
Yeah. So the other thing Lewis does is Lewis has 5 bonfire societies that all parade around the town at different times. And then they all join together and parade around the town together.
Sound like a bunch of pyromaniacs.
They are, mate. So I did it a couple of years when I was with St John Ambulance as a medic. When I was a special. No, I was a medic for the event.
Oh, cool.
And then when I was a special, I policed it a couple of years. And I had a trainee one year. And you get issued safety goggles and ear defenders. Now
Right,
they have.
can I just stop you there?
Yeah,
You're still special, mate.
I know. Mate, I know I'm special. I've actually got a diagnosis.
No, yes, yeah. Anyway,
Um,
that's not what I meant.
yeah, I told her to put safety goggles and her ear defenders on. She went, no, I don't need to. So I said again, you need to put them on. No, I don't need to. Cliff Bonfire Society walked past. She didn't see the rest of the night duty.
Oh,
Why? Was it dark?
No, let's just say a couple of rook scarers dropped at your feet, and that put her off. So that's up to 120. We'll take it up to 240. How are we doing on time? Lovely.
It is 26 minutes past, mate.
If
Okay.
you're having a big bonfire, you make use of it, and you get like a hog in or something, and you give yourself hog roast at the same time.
There you go. Me and Andrew on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Go buy a pig.
There's a whole cow if you're in Texas.
Wow.
an entire cow.
Yeah. You have to
Still
sacrifice
mooing.
the families.
They just shove the thing up its.
Sacrifice the family's cow.
Okay.
Special occasions only.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to use some chestnut cellulose sealer. Now, the
I'm on
reason
that. I'm on that last can that you got, Scott.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I'm putting it on now, before I use the ebonising solution, is I don't want it to spread. So by putting it on now and then sanding off just on the raised bits, hopefully that will stop it from spreading. So we'll just let that dry off. Let's give it a bit of heat.
Scott's hairdryer doesn't get used much, as you can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty impressive hairdryer, though, to be fair.
I've only got a little bit of hair.
Yeah.
And then what we'll do, we'll just use the 240 again, and we're literally just going to take off the top of...
Woodwork Learner says we were going to cook a cow, but the farmer that owned it had a shotgun.
Okay, so you've seen me use ebonising lacquer loads. Obviously, I'm doing little bits here. I don't want to be using a spray can. So what I've got is some homemade ebonising solution, which is made from vinegar and wire wool. I don't want the big brush that's in there. And what this does is this reacts with the tannin in the wood. I'll throw that on the floor.
Cover the bed of your lathe.
And we're just going to use a little paintbrush.
Or not.
How'd that go? What was that, Scott? How did
A
that
little
go?
paintbrush.
No, that's not how it was. That's
Yeah.
not how it was.
A little paintbrush.
No.
It's as if someone was rubbing your down below with a warm, wet leather chamois.
That's a lot of details. No.
Hashtag warm, wet leather chamois.
It's like we're saying the blue light tumbler. A little paintbrush. It just took one phrase, one English phrase to get us off track.
Don't worry, I'm sure Jamie will nick it and use it.
Oh, you know me too well.
There's an image getting created. There's an image getting created right now.
Love the fact that it's pink, Scott. High five.
Yeah,
Yeast lovely.
match the voice. It's almost as cute as Jake Stirrers.
Yeah, you be you, Scott, man. Don't let these guys detour you from what you really want to be. And that was a practice statement from the Northside Cousin Self Improvement Hotline. Further insights are available. via
Benjamin
Patreon.
says
Our
you should
colleague.
always taste your tanning solution to make sure it hasn't gone rancid.
No thanks.
I take my own advice too, Dale. It's all good.
This has been in here probably best part of 2
163.
years.
Confused.
So I ain't tasted it.
Don't tell them your name, Pike.
Right, when you're up here next, I'm gonna show you a few things, Scott.
Oi, oi.
Oh yeah.
No,
I think
because
your
you've
get your
hit my
coat, man, you've
OCD
failed.
point. You've just hit my OCD point.
yes.
So, like
What?
the artist in me's going, need to show you a few things.
What
How
did you
do
do
you-
with that axe?
Paintbrush. Put it back in the garage.
Was it in a workshop or in the garage?
Workshop.
So that's actually
As
started.
you walk in the door,
Yeah.
on your left.
Okay. Right.
Next to the steps.
Right. Need to move them.
Right.
Part of the plan. Do a thing.
So there's the bands. The bottom has slightly gone over, but that's not a problem. Right, now let's put some planks on. So this is my pyro. So turn that on. There we go.
Douglas Mangum reckons you're letting your feminine side show.
Fire. Dun, 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 dun.
Where's Barry when you want him? Let's turn that up a bit.
Or Auntie Valerie.
Trying to do it too quick, Scott. Slow down.
Yeah. I'm actually going to come back and go over them. I've just turned the heat up as well. When I do pyro on flat work, I've got a carbon filter that takes away the smoke. You can't really set it up above the lathe, so I've just put the extraction on above.
We are at 25-2, mate, and you've got 38 people out in the chat.
Lovely. So it is going to go over an hour tonight. I know Wayne only does an hour. But...
Lawrence says Scott better fill the barrel with wine for Wayne than gunpowder.
It's sad. I'm actually quite looking forward to destroying it and watching it go bang. Is that wrong?
Douglas Long says, Scott, you could use a tool rest as a guide.
I could. I'll have to work out something I can turn with the Jack Daniels stays I've got.
Peter Corrigan says, those planks were not done on a planar thickness, though.
No, because I ain't got one. And they probably didn't have them back in Guy Fawkes' day.
If I might be so bold, you also have to do the top of the barrel. From the point of view of the staves, go all the way up to the top and the cooper down.
Yep.
And the actual top of the barrel sits in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You tell him, Dale.
Yeah, so we're gonna hollow this bit out.
Try and do I'll try and do a proper contribution.
And yeah, says those planks are called staves.
Yes.
Talking of Andy H. Andy, I might have acquired some bits today that will be of interest to you and the tats.
We like tats.
How do you spell that?
A, Jake. A.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, Andy can do it. It stands for it's trades and historic tools or tools and.
Lawrence says, Scott, paint the lid in red. They used to do that to indicate that they were filled with gunpowder.
Okay, we can do that.
David at Webfoot Resin and Wood Creations says, I see some of the others' OCD is kicking in also.
If this wasn't going to be getting blown up, then my OCD would be kicking in. But
Andy H says, great, spelt TAFS as in Tools and Trades History Society.
There we go.
I'm glad they did that because I didn't understand at all what was going on there.
Don't worry there, Sparky. We'll get there in the end.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
Joint picture experts.
If you wasn't my co-host, I'd
I
hug
thought we
you.
were just guessing.
So I've got a water level. It's really old, apparently. Some big wrench that looks like it's for killing people. I don't know what it's used for.
Wrenching.
It's a killing wrench.
Might as well be. It could be a hammer. It's like a dodgy.
And any tool in the workshop can be a hammer.
And a massive, great
Including
flat.
including the biggest two.
Woodward Learner says, you think we understand either?
I'm starting to realize how it really is now.
If it's a JPEG, I might be able to help.
Do you guys want me to go all the way round, or are you getting the gist? I'm happy to
he's
do
already
it,
round.
but I don't.
Can we just make sure we get that one out there right now? There is no reaching around on this show.
I thought Scott was already round.
There's some skinny
Well,
planks and some
I
fat
don't want
planks that
people-
really mess with people.
I don't want people getting bored.
Douglas Mullen would like to know, saying, Scott, are you going to fill it to the top with powder?
I don't know. It's not my powder.
And I'll cry if I want to.
And I've never blown anything up with it. I remember making some square box steel round with it.
Why is that so funny?
But that's going back a few years.
Andy H is going to Scotland for 2 weeks on Friday. Cool.
No, we can sort of get out to you at some point, Andy. How much further we got to go? No, we're getting there.
All right, I lose.
Why do you lose?
I thought we were playing a quiet game.
yeah. I can't do it no more.
Jamie's waiting for me to stick my tongue out because I'm concentrating. That's what he's doing.
Don't know what you're talking about.
You normally comment when
It
I do
just,
it.
it just seems like the more lines you do, the crazier you get.
Oh, well.
Well, because I'm covering for Wayne, you know, I had a bottle before I started.
Yeah, you can see right on that line there where I blew the whistle.
It's a dog's leg.
That Dave's got a knee. Can you see what it is yet?
It's about knee high. That one's got a belly like me, mate.
I'm saying nothing.
We're getting there.
It's a happy little stave.
It's well fed, Steve.
Stave away, stave away, stave away.
Oh.
Stave with me. You better burn them on.
Bit of Shakespeare, sister, eh?
Yeah. Douglas Mullen says you could add a bit of thermite in the bottom just to add a bit of extra boom.
Put some fireworks in there as well.
Bada bing. Bada bing, bada boom.
Jury's Woodturn says, can we all have the gap dimensions so we can all copy it?
They're random.
It starts off about 5 mil and ends up about 1 inch.
They're round trees. That's what they are.
That's what
round
she
trees.
said.
Round trees randoms.
I have put me
I
in the
really
mood
like
for,
the first stage because it's only about 5 millimeters thick, and then I get to the last one and it's about 1 inch.
Please do that again.
Put me off there. That made me laugh.
That one looks like a wiggly worm.
There we go. Right, let's turn that off. Put that out of the way because that is hot. So there's some staves. I do apologise about my line work, but that's just me.
Michael McEwen says, looking at those burn lines, one might say that it's a good thing that Scott's medical profession is not is a first response, not an operating room.
Extra stitches.
Yeah.
Right, let's hollow this out.
Got a problem with your leg? Right, okay. Stitches in your forehead then.
Right.
I was working in the lab.
Late one night.
Okie dokies.
How many dokies and why are they okay? Hashtag just saying.
Jury's Woodturn says you have to do the top of the barrel as well.
Yeah, we're going to do the top. We're going to turn that separately. Let's change camera and you can see what I'm doing that end. Do you know, I really must get that Stream Deck set up. Be so much easier.
Is that a pyro bit?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
That was probably a bit too fast.
He's going to melt his dust extractor. Lock, stock on one smoking barrel.
Christmas, I've got some new drill bits on my list.
I hope they deliver to you a couple of used oil rig ones just to mess with you. Andy, you still there?
Yeah.
Jamie, are you
Andy,
still there?
I think so. I think I was ever quite there. Andy
Jake,
H says,
you
looks
still
like
there?
that job is putting burn lines on the inside.
I'm here, Dale.
Scott, are you still there?
Yes, mate, I'm there.
No. For those viewers listening, my wife has just called from another room that I'm an idiot. So
Okay.
there we are. I feel she may be right. I feel she may be right.
Did you blunt that one drilling butter? No. What I should do is have some drill bits just for wood turning rather than use everything for everything.
Pop down to Aldi's or Lidl's and get yourself a pack of the. They got in there.
I did buy myself a new Forstner bit the other day, but I didn't like it. It bit big time.
Are you going to get in there with your chisel and that?
Yes, mate. I'm going to get the Simon Hope. I'm going to get Simon Hope in there. So we'll pop that out the way. That's a bit warm. And we want the tool rest. Where have I put that? On the floor somewhere. So I didn't knock it. No, look, it's there.
Yeah, he just scooters over.
So we'll swap that for the small one. What I do need to do as well is just make a recess for the lid. So I've got somewhere when we fill it to super glue it so it stays shut. Do that quickly. What's the time, guys?
20:53.
No, you don't.
Steve Fleming is in.
Oh, yeah? Let's clear out some of these shavings.
Benjamin says the little drill bits belong in the cheese section, not the middle aisle. Jury's Woodturn says, what lathe is that?
It is the Axminster. I think they now call it the 305. Before it was the 12. So because it's end grain, I can use the ring tool, which hollows end grain much better. Need some light in there. Is that bleaching out too much?
No, you're grand, but
Small body ouch.
Excuse me. Dee, 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 dee.
Douglas Mangum says, Dale, how is the tree clearing going? I think you better ask Andy.
No, Dale's the best person to ask. The logs have been moved.
the tree clearing's been done. The log moving and wood piling is what's really underway now. You know, there's a lot of wood to move.
Yeah, there is a substantial amount of stumpage.
Let's have a clear out. We're about here at the minute. Any questions?
Yes.
Many. Not that I'm allowed to ask here, though. Scott, you're quite familiar with the anatomy, aren't you?
Fairly. Why is that?
What part of a snake's anatomy would be its knee?
Snakes don't have knees, mate.
And you know.
There we do it.
question for everybody out in the chat. I just thought of another one. Well, actually, tell her I just googled another one. If Scott was to own a boat, what do you think he would call it?
If I was to own a boat,
Yeah. I think Jake would call his Jenny.
Yeah, my boat would definitely be Jenny.
Douglas wants to know, Scott, how's the leg now?
yeah, it looks good.
Still attached.
Still swollen, but that's life.
Woodwork Learner says Titanic. Doug Miller says the blue light floater. Kitey Shed says sunk.
It needs to be a lifeboat. You know how they self-right.
Yeah.
Self-right. So it's got to be the Bluelight life, the blue lifeboat, so that it self-rights.
Oh, see, I would have just said tug.
Brent says Africa.
You be careful. You've got to be careful of the word tug in this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said.
There'll definitely be a few Captain
Where would
Puggles
he moor
characters
his
on
boat,
there.
though?
Right, I'm not going to stand any more than that in the inside. So, we'll give the outside some finish.
Benjamin says the partial submarine.
So, bit of Yorkie grit.
Wrong camera. Okay, we got the picture.
Swap camera again.
Beached out. Never mind.
Let's go back to that camera.
With hands out for Pete, you can be soft as your face. With light brown, you'll scree. I forgot it's not
Keep it
Wayne
white.
turning, is it?
No. I don't think I will ever be as good as Wayne.
No one's disagreeing.
Not with that attitude, you won't.
Was
I
Wayne
don't know.
been turning 30-something years?
Yeah.
Nearly as old as me. He's been turning nearly as old as I am.
Brent turned around and said you could name your boat another thing I can't afford.
I'm not a big boat fan. I get a little bit seasick. Clean bit of tissue.
Douglas Munger said, Scott, you know what they say, practice makes perfect.
What, practicing burning straight lines or practicing going on a boat?
Peter Corrigan says, I've just booked a narrowboat holiday for next year.
See, I've done a narrowboat. That's fine. I've done the Norfolk Broads. That's fine. Put me on a
I just-
ferry in an ocean, and it's not pretty.
I just been on
Yeah.
a real big boat.
I've been on a real shrimp boat.
Barbara's mum knew all there was to know about shrimp. Right, let's chop this off. Actually, I need to put some wax on it, don't I?
You are blowing it up though, Scott.
Yeah, it won't take 2 minutes to put a bit of wax on. It'll look pretty in the pictures.
As it explodes.
Yeah. So a bit of microcrystalline wax. Plus, this is flammable, mate. It'll help it go bang quicker.
Yeah.
Don't try this at home. That's blowing things up. Better get that in there before old YouTube's
Barry Chitty says he's just come back from a cruise to the Canaries, and Vicky's out in the chat.
Hello, Vicky. Maybe you had a nice time, Barry. I filled my smock pocket up with tissue before we started.
Graham says, are you going to cut it in half and make planters?
Nah. Bit of tissue in that crack, but we'll get that out. So lathe speed down. I want the narrow parting tool. Let's part this off, and then we'll start looking at the lid.
So
Benjamin says the problem with a narrowboat is there's not enough room to swing your cat.
And the bloody locks. We did the, I took my nan and granddad on the Kennet and Avon. When we got to where we picked the boat up, it was like, if we go that way, we get 29 locks in a row. Now let's go the other way. It's called the Cane Hill Flight or something down near Hungerford. So this is just a spoon carving. Bit. Get the nubbity nub off, and then we can sand that later on. Right, lid. And then we can let all you wonderful people that are watching enjoy what's left of your Wednesday evening. Don't forget, Wayne is on at the slightly earlier time tomorrow of 7:30. Just to allow for him to be done. Oh, mind you, he could start at 8 and still be done in time for the Beards Invade. So let's true up this face and get a lid turned. Where's my dividers? I'm going to go slightly bigger because we want a tight fit. We don't want a French fit. And then we can take it down bit by bit to get a tight fit. There we go. Getting close. You guys all gone to sleep?
Who us?
I said, have you guys all gone to sleep?
I'm learning stuff.
You don't want to learn off me, Jake.
Well,
There we go. We got a bit too loose there.
Andy says he's lost internet connection, so I don't know if Dale's there as well. And Vicky wants to know what you're making.
We are making
helicopter.
a gunpowder barrel.
Wayne Auntie Val's in.
What's up, Wayne and Annie Bell?
Hiya. Now what I've done is I've made that bit too small, so we're just going to lose some of this. Good job Auntie Val weren't here for the pyro, she'd be telling me off.
Yeah. The pyro gun was too small. She used a flamethrower.
Little bit, Scotty. might do that with sandpaper. Because there ain't a lot there.
People, 46 beautiful people watching right now.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Let's turn that down.
Make it smoke.
Yeah. Pyro everything.
Turn it as a cone shape and make it smoke.
Make it smoke. Come on. Be nice to me. Look at that.
Ooh.
That's what we want.
You got lucky.
Hey,
You got lucky.
got lucky. Yeah. We want it tight. So we'll nibble the rest of this away.
No, you won't.
That's why you wear safety glasses.
This isn't supposed to be Wayne's Saturday night
Why?
video, right?
I've not screwed it up yet, Jake.
Oh, I was.
Yeah,
Whew.
I didn't need that bit.
Oh, see, I do need to learn.
And then just glue it in.
Ah.
Don't go too far.
Yeah, don't want to do too much on the outside. It'll come a French fit.
Yeah. We're not going to put any finish on the inside.
There we go.
There we go. That goes in the Bernie bin. Don't know what that was, but that don't live down there. Actually, I do know what that was. I need to rescue that. Sorry, guys. That's my centre that one of the big feet has made me. Perhaps I should move that. That pad for 120.
There you go.
There we go.
You're at 21 minutes past, mate.
Couple of minutes and we'll be done. Plug the burning machine back in. try and get some straight lines this time.
Just get a bit of red stain.
Oh yeah, it's going red, isn't it? And then it's straight as your conduit, Jamie.
Yeah, it's miles off.
You see that?
Is that the Peter Childs burning
Yeah.
bulking machine?
Yeah. It's one of those tools I bought because I wanted to try pyro.
Mr. Wayne the Woodturner's in.
Oh yeah, Wayne.
Hey, Wayne, you're joking, man.
Yeah, it's one of those tools I bought because I wanted to try pyro. I burnt a picture of a horse, which didn't come out too bad. Then I burnt something else, which came out awful. Now it spends most of its time just making texture and bits like that.
Woodwork Learner says so straight lines are possible. Not on this channel, Wayne. Woodwork Learner, sorry.
There's a couple.
Woodwork Learner, I mean, sorry.
The first one was the best one.
Hey, look straight to me.
And it went up to Swanee after that.
Ruby, that's the red from Intrinsic, isn't it?
Yeah. The reddish.
Paintbrush. Let's paint it on.
I'm actually going to quickly plug Wayne's channel.
Yes, mate,
Wayne the
do it.
Woodturner is close to hitting his 4,000 subscriber mark. So if you're not subscribed to Wayne the Woodturner, please go over there, subscribe, share it all out, all that good stuff. Promote him everywhere you possibly can, and let's get him to that 4,000 subscriber mark.
I did try putting the link in the description for tomorrow night. However, in true Wayne style, he's not put it up yet.
Woodwork Learner says if you can't find your spare your stain, your spare nail polish will do.
I haven't got red nail polish.
You don't have any extra red nail polish.
Yeah, you don't use your extra stuff.
Not even the wife has red nail polish. Or the daughters.
More like you don't want to lend it to them.
Not your extras.
Very
Anyway.
nice. Right, let's hit that with a quick bit of sand and sealer. That's water based, so I want acrylic. That's gloss lacquer, I don't want that. Okay, that's having 30 seconds. Let's clear some space. And then we'll come back to the main camera so you can see the finished piece. I'm not going to push it in all the way because obviously I want to get it out. There we go. One gunpowder barrel.
Ah,
Nice.
I like it.
With a tight fitting lid. As I said, keep an eye out. This will be going bang, and I will put a video out. I'll shorten this live down with the ending being that. Let's bring the boys back in. There we go. Thank you, Jake, for coming over.
No
And
problem.
Jamie, as always. Hopefully, I didn't bore too many people with all that burning.
I only
Next
fell
week,
asleep twice.
next week is the 11th, Remembrance Day or Armistice Day. So we'll be doing something related to that. That will then be going down to Jamie's dad once it's finished. Tomorrow is obviously Wayne. Tomorrow evening. Then Friday lunchtime, and then Saturday we have Saturday morning cartoons. What time is it now, Jamie? With the clocks changing, is it still 4 p.m. or is
So
it?
what time's it going to be your time, Jake? So our clocks went back, did they not?
Yeah, our clock. Ours
So
is
ours
back
would be,
an hour.
it'd be 3 o'clock.
10 a.m. Central Time.
So 3 o'clock GMT, and then
Yeah.
Saturday evening is not Saturday night screw ups. It's got a new name, but I'll leave that for Wayne. Right, I'm going to hit the button. Make sure you all head over and check out these guys for Saturday morning cartoons. It is hilarious.
We got merch now as well.
There's
Oh, yeah.
merch.
We'll be happy
Yeah.
to see you guys.
Yeah,
All
loads of giveaways.
Oh, Jamie, do you want to quickly plug the Virtual Craft Festival?
No.
Oh,
Sucker.
Yeah, I do. So on the 20th of this month, the Virtual Craft Festival will be back. A day with 16 hours of different makers from around the globe putting in an hour each, and giving you their time. So yeah, we've got that coming up as of the 20th,
and it's in memory of Braxton. So,
and it's in memory of Braxton.
So yeah, make sure you check out that, guys, on the 20th. For now, it's goodbye from me. Goodbye
And
from
it's
him.
goodbye from him.
See y'all
If it's
later.